In the 9th inning, the Braves got the first 2 outs, then a walk and a double tied it up. In the 10th inning, Braves got the first 2 outs, then 3 walks and a 3-run double. Gave San Diego the lead.
Clark struck out on his only trip. This guy's got good power. You got to be careful with him. Strike called, 0-1. He came in hitting .283 with a homer. It was against us and 2 RBIs. He's batted only 46 times. Pretty good-looking young player. High drive, center field. It'll be caught. Gant is there calling for it. And the inning is over. And for one of the few times today, the Padres go 1, 2, 3. Well, time to win the game. Go to the bottom of the 11th. Tied at 10.
Weekdays, meet Deputy Barney Fife. Fearless.
Sexy.
Dangerous. The Andy Griffith Show. Weekdays at 6:35 Eastern on TBS.
Daihatsu owners talk about Daihatsu from Japan.
When you can recommend a car to your best friend, you are driving the right car.
We're talking about style
and performance.
Japanese quality I can afford.
You get the same quality in Rocky, the wide-track 4x4 by Daihatsu.
That zippy 4-cylinder fuel-injected engine really gets it around.
And Rocky has the widest wheel track in its class. Today, there's a Daihatsu that's just right for you. Daihatsu, one of the most respected names in Japan for over 80 years.
From the Far East to Europe. Across the Caribbean and throughout North America, only one airline covers so much of the world with so much warmth.
We love to fly and choose.
Greg Leffert staggered all over the place in the 10th. He gave up 3 runs and 3 walks and 2 hits and a vicious line drive to end the inning. And he needs to right himself here. He'll face Presley, Murphy, and Justice. And if anybody gets on, Andres Thomas. Presley, you may have forgotten by now, in the first 2 innings drove in 4 runs in this game. He's 3 out of 5. 4 ribbies. He has scored 1. Lucan pitched very well. Got him 1, 2, 3. The Braves have been out in order only twice in the game. So Presley stands in there. Well, I've got room on my score sheet for 17 innings. How many you got?
You don't want to know.
That many.
26.
Pitch to Presley. High and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Braves need a run to win it here. A frustrating day for both teams. Each has had the game in the bag, it appeared, and let it slip away. Ground ball to third. Pagliarulo, he's a good third baseman. 1 out. Here's Murph. 0 for 5. 3 strikeouts.
Well, if anybody's due to crank one, this is the guy. 1 for his last 24 now.
In the last couple nights, he's been booed quite a bit here.
His last home run came back on June 11th against Scott Carrells of the Giants.
Low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Murphy, Justice. Anybody gets on Thomas. Anybody else gets on Treadway. Boy, had a home run cut at a pitch up in his eyes, but he didn't get it. The 1-1. Just missed the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Dale down to 238. Line drive, right center field. Carter's there. 2 down. That ball was hit right on the nose. And here's David Justice. 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. It was his walk leading off the 10th against the left-hander that really keyed that 3-run comeback. Lefferts wishing he'd had this kind of luck an inning ago. 2 out, nobody on. An inning ago, he had a 3-run lead. Good breaking ball. It's 0-1, and it looks like he's found himself. He's throwing strikes here.
Same way he pitched last night. He came into the game last night in the 8th inning. Gave up 2 runs and got him out in the 9th.
Home run cut, but he didn't get the breaking ball. It's 0-2. Just missed the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball to first. Gerald Clark fields. He flips. A little indecision there, but he made the play in time, and nothing doing, and both teams suddenly go quietly. We move to inning 12, all tied 10-10.
He loved her enough to kill for her. If they catch him, he may have to die for her.
I know where he's going, and I'm going to get him. He belongs to me.
What are we doing, Willie? What's going to happen?
I don't know. You'll never catch Willie, Sheriff. He's like a cloud.
Robert Blake, Catherine Ross, Robert Redford. Tell them Willie Boy is here. 8:05 Eastern on TBS Wednesday night.
July 20th, the world's best come to America. The 1990 Goodwill Games on your TBS channel. The world will be watching.
An update on scores. The Pirates back in first in the National League East. A 5-3 win over Montreal. The Mets got a 2-run single from Tim Tuffle, bottom of the 9th, to beat the Phillies 6-5. Mets are only 2 back now. Cubs won in 10, 3-2 over the Cardinals. Houston a big 8-2 win over San Francisco. Dodgers and the Reds play tonight. Over in the American League, Boston still a half game back in the East. They shut out Baltimore 2-0, but Toronto beat the Yankees 8-3 to stay on top in the East. Kansas City 23 hits today in an 11-2 victory over Minnesota. Cleveland beat Milwaukee 9-5, and games still in progress. California up big over Detroit. Chicago trying to pull within 1 of Oakland, lead them 2-0. A one-hitter pitch to this point by Melito Perez, and Seattle plays at Texas tonight.
Melito Perez couldn't get through the first inning last weekend against that same team in Chicago.
We go to inning 12, and Biff Roberts leads it off against Rick Lucan. Roberts 2 out of 6 today. Takes the ball. Interesting development between innings. The Braves have used all the relief pitchers in case they need more. Steve Avery will be the starting pitcher on Tuesday night. Has walked down to the bullpen. He's down there and available. And there's a strike, 1-1. There's the 20-year-old lefty. Here's the 1-1. Missing, 2-1. Out in the San Diego bullpen, Eric Schau, who was the last available pitcher for Jack McKeon. He certainly doesn't want to use Andy Bennis, who is scheduled to start tomorrow night. Three and one, the count now on Biff Roberts. Roberto Alomar will follow, then Tony Gwynn. 10-10 game. We're in the top half of the 12th inning. Here's the 3-1 offering. Caught the outside corner. 3-2. Braves have used Pete Smith, Tony Castile, Marty Clary, Charlie Kerfeld, Joe Hesketh, Joe Baver, and now Rick Lucan. Here's a 3-2 pitch, bouncing ball hit up the middle. It is going to be flagged down by Treadway, but he has no play. It's an infield hit for Roberts, his third hit of the afternoon. So there's a go-ahead run aboard for San Diego, and Roberto Alomar, who surprisingly, even though he's been hitting in the number 2 spot much of the year, does not have a sacrifice bunt to his credit this year. We'll see if they have him try to get one down here. In this game, he's 3 for 5.
Roberts has swiped a couple of bases today, so he might just take off. They haven't thrown anybody. We haven't thrown anybody out yet.
They have 6 stolen bases on the day, just one shy of their team mark. Alomar was not squaring. Takes a strike. 0-1.
Look at the room on the left side for him.
Father Sandy Alomar giving more signs. There's your runner at first, Biff Roberts. .16 hits in the game now for San Diego. They pitch out, nothing was on. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Must be frustrating for Roberto. You miss a sign that your dad takes your allowance away.
I don't think Roberto's going to have to worry too much about finances.
No.
22 years old. Here's the 1-1. 2-1. Nobody out, top of the 12th. Biff Roberts doing a little groundskeeping out there.
They've had a terrible time.
Yeah, they've had a tough time. They've had the ground crew out there 2 or 3 times in this game. That area right where the runners get their leads. A throw over Roberts' back.
Earlier in the game, they were throwing rocks and big clumps of mud out of there. I don't know what's happening.
2-1, the count at Alomar. That evens at 2-2.
Boy, he took a shot at that situation on the left side of the infield, but fouled it off.
Both teams have been guarding the lines in these situations, conceding the single through the hole. Got to take away the extra base hit down the line. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. We'll see if Roberts takes off here. He is not going. There's a bouncing ball short. Thomas had a little trouble getting it out of his glove. Just did get the throw to second base in time to get Roberts. Roberts very nearly beat the play at second base, as Andres Thomas had to reach twice for the ball before getting it out of his glove to make the throw.
I thought he beat it. Let's look again. You can see the trouble he had. Man, he was in there. He was coming up from the slide, it looked like. Maybe this angle will tell the story better. He's safe, Pete.
It looked that way.
A break for Atlanta.
So Alomar now the runner, and Tony Gwynn the hitter. Gwynn 1 for 4 in the day. He's also walked and had a sac fly. Alomar has stolen 2 bases today. Up the middle by Gwynn, base hit center field. Alomar will take the turn and hold there. And now the Padres have a go-ahead run in scoring position. That's their 17th hit of the afternoon. And here's Joe Carter, and here's where the strategy really backfired on Atlanta in the 10th inning. They had runners first and second with 2 outs. Carter coming up. They intentionally walked him to load the bases and forced Jack McKeon's hand. He had to go to a pitcher to pinch hit Dennis Rasmussen, but all Rasmussen did was double in the gap in right center, driving all 3 men in. The Braves then came back with a 3-run Jeff Blauser pinch hit homer in the bottom of the 10th to keep this one going.
This time they're not going to do it.
Carter is 1 for 5. The one hit a home run back in the 5th inning, his 13th of the year, and he is now tied with Matt Williams of the Giants for the National League RBI lead with 57. Williams drove in one today in a Giants loss. Didn't get the breaking ball. 0-1. Only one out. One strike pitch on the way. The count even now. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitcher's spot is next in the Padre order. Craig Lefferts has come out. He has no pinch hitters left except for Randy Bennis or Eric Schau. There are your runners. Gwynn at first. Alomar second. And the 1-1 on the way, and that missed. Just a little low. 2-1.
Lefferts is 1 out of 4. Schau is 2 out of 8. Bennis is 3 out of 29.
Wonder if Bennis is even here. Some teams send their pitcher who's going to pitch the first game of a series. They send him to the city a day early. Here's the 2-1. 2-2 to Carter. The runners edge off first and second. And the 2-2 pitch coming. Fly ball well hit deep center. Back goes the center fielder Gant to the warning track. He'll make the catch for the out. The runners have to go back. A mistake there by Alomar. He got himself about 2/3 of the way down to third base and had to come all the way back. If he had tagged up back at second.
Pete, I think he forgot how many outs there are. Presley is arguing that he didn't touch third on his way back. He had rounded third base. I would swear that he forgot the number of outs. Watch him come into your picture here. He rounds the bag and he doesn't touch it on the way back. He should be out.
John McSherry coming over. If Alomar had stayed about halfway or a third of the way, gone back and tagged up, he could have easily gotten over to third.
And he's out.
He's out. He did not retouch the bag going back, and here comes Jack McKeon. And now we're going to have a rhubarb. They're going to call Alomar out for failing to retouch the bag on his way back to second. And Ed Rapuano and Jack McKeon really going at it here. McKeon may not last long. He's gone. We are going to the bottom half of the 12th inning. The Padres now minus a manager. We're still tied at 10.
The stars are coming out for 4th of July Gala celebration. Festival at Ford's Theater. 8:05 Eastern, Wednesday, July 4th.
This is the pump. This is the interesting pump. It works right here. You have a little ball on the front, and you just like pump it up. You pump the tongue, and it has an air bladder inside that compresses the air in the shoe.
So you can put it up to the level, you know, where you want it.
That's good when you're playing basketball, you know. You need comfort. So. Give me that. And when you want to release it, it's a button on the back. And you push it. And it releases the air. Ooh, where do you get these? You must be bad or something. Pump it up.
I've set the time machine ahead 40 years.
Cold filtered, never heat pasteurized Miller Genuine Draft.
Don't worry, Judy. I'm sure the future will be a very cool place.
For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
It worked.
suspended. Jack McKeon's been ejected from the game. So he'll turn matters over to one of his coaches. We're going to show you this again.
Watch him come around the base. 1, 2 steps. Now he starts back and never touches the bag. That's what they call the opera. You can see his confusion.
Yeah.
He had to forget how many outs there were. I'm just guessing. I don't really know that, but why would he go that far?
And another guy that was really confused on the play was Tony Gwynn, the runner at first. He was tagging, ready to move down to second, and did. He got about halfway down to second base. He saw Alomar coming back and had to scamper back himself to first. But in all that, Alomar being declared out for failing to re-tag the bag. There goes Jack McKeon. He is done for the day. I would imagine Greg Riddick, who you see in your picture now, is probably taking over as manager. He is. He's got the lineup card in his hand.
And there's not much managing he can do, really.
No players left.
That's right.
And so it's still a 10-10 game going to the bottom half of the 12th. What a wild affair this has been.
What is it Ernie used to say? Take the roast out of the oven, honey. We're going to be here a while.
Bottom of the 12th inning, Andres Thomas, Jeff Treadway. And then the Braves pitcher spot is due up. Steve Avery is up in the Atlanta bullpen. Braves have one pinch hitter left, Jimmy Kramers, unless they want to go to a pitcher. Well, here's Thomas. He's 0 for 5. He has had a long afternoon of it. 2 errors besides his 0 for 5 performance at the plate. I'm glad you picked up, Skip, that he had rounded the bag. When you're watching a ball hit to the outfield, you could see the run out of the corner of your eye as you look at Avery heading over toward third. So we knew that Alomar had gotten a long ways off the bag. I hadn't realized he'd gotten around it. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball, pretty well hit left field. Back goes the left fielder, and Andres Thomas has won the ball game. Talk about turning things around for yourself with one swing of the bat. Andres Thomas with his second home run of the year, and the Braves win it 11-10. Thomas had been booed all afternoon, and he just turned those boos into cheers. The Braves have won. 11-10, Atlanta wins it. We'll be back with the totals.
Thursday night on TBS. 2 movies that delve into the world of the supernatural, a world of unexplained phenomena, strange sightings, and close encounters. Uncover the mystery that lies within the Bermuda Triangle. Then travel forward in time to a place where intelligent life is made, not born. Your every fantasy is fulfilled in Future World. 2 tales of the supernatural, beginning 8:05 Eastern on TBS Thursday night.
The countdown has begun. We'll see you at the Goodwill Games.
Who's got the marketing plan? I do. Sales forecast?
Right here.
Presentation boards?
Murphy's got them.
Where's Murphy?
This is the final boarding call for Delta Flight 60.
Maddie Klein knows careers are riding on Delta flights.
Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
You better go.
Nobody told me you had a cast.
Nobody knew.
Passengers should now be on board.
Maybe that's why more business people fly Delta than ever before.
Mr. Murphy, you have a nice trip.
Thanks. Already had one.
Delta, we love to fly and it shows.
The Atlanta Braves, America's team, has been brought to you by Delta, the official airline of the Atlanta Braves. We love to fly, and it shows. By The Pump, by Reebok, Pump It Up. By Miller Genuine Draft, cold filtered for real draft taste, so tap into the cold. And by Daihatsu, makers of the exciting Rocky Wide Track 4x4. Daihatsu, one of the most respected names in Japan for over 80 years.
Andres Thomas heard the boo birds all day. 2 errors, 5 ABs, no hits. But he got to that low pitch and drove it out of the ballpark to give Atlanta the lead. And the remaining fans, most of them cheered him as he rounded the bases. Here's your line score as you see Thomas heading home. 11-14 and 3 for Atlanta. The Braves left 8. 10-17 and 0 for the Padres, who left 12. How frustrating is that? 17 hits and you don't win. Lucan, the winner, his first National League win. He's 1-2. Lefferts, the loser, 5-2. It took 4 hours and 15 minutes to play the game. In the other baseball, the Pirates held on, beat Montreal 5-3. Mets, Tim Tuffle, a 2-run game-winning hit. They win again. Cubs 3-2 over the Cardinals. Sandberg is 21st. Houston wins easily 8-2 over the Giants. Bill Gullickson got the win. Franklin Stubbs a homer. The other game tonight. Red Sox 2-0 over Baltimore. Toronto beat the Yankees, who continue to stagger. Kansas City 7 in the third as they hammered Minnesota. Cleveland a winner 9-5. Spires and Yount homered in a losing cause. California just got 4 in the sixth. They have a big lead over Detroit. The White Sox and Perez have Oakland shut out. Thigpen on in relief now. Seattle at Texas tonight.
Coming up next on TBS, wrestling's main event. Stay tuned for that, but it won't be any wilder than what you just saw here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium tomorrow night. First of a 3-game set with the Dodgers. Ramon Martinez, who struck out 18 Braves at Dodger Stadium, will pitch against Charlie Lebrand, who'll be trying to go 3-0. Bobby Cox will not forget that first victory in his second tour of duty as Atlanta Braves manager. That man, Andres Thomas, winning it with one swing of the bat in the bottom half of the 11th inning. 11-10, the final score. For Skip Carey, for Don Sutton, and for all of our TBS crew, Pete Van Weren speaking to you from Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, where the Braves win a wild one. See you tomorrow night.
Order your 1990 Braves catalog today. Send your name, address, and $1 to Braves Catalog, Post Office Box 4006, Atlanta, Georgia 30302.